Hey guys, it is 3111231, aka Winter, aka Wolfie, whatever you would love to call me today. And today we are doing my Quick Tip Tuesday video. You guys requested starter homes over landscaping. So today we're doing starter homes. So this is the front of it. Looks quite nice. I mean, at least in my opinion. I kept the landscaping to a minimum. This house retails for 17 point something thousand. So you still have about, I think, $1,500 left in the budget. Let's see. Oh no, 1,000. You have about 1,000 left in the budget, so it's probably more closer to 18,000 now. So I'm gonna show you guys some little tips that I did for this specific video, or for this specific build. First thing is open floor plan. You can't see it in this mode, so I'm gonna show it in the other mode. Can you see it in this mode? Maybe I'm going to have to go into build mode. We'll see. Yeah, okay, so you can see it here. So this is a spandrel. I think, let's see, spandrels are between $8 and $60. This is the $8 one, which, I mean, it works just fine. So if you wanted to add separation to a room, but you don't want to pay for a wall, in case you guys don't know, walls are $60 per, one square. So it's always best to limit walls and try to have an open floor plan. So sometimes when you're adding walls, then you still want there to be a separation, because you don't just want it to be one big blob. I use spandrels a lot of times for study rooms, which this one is a study room. I end up putting archways. So this is kind of like a mini archway, and if you didn't want to do it this way, but you still want it to look like an archway, you could definitely go in. If my computer is being so slow today. It's so weird. I haven't used it all day and it's being slow as hell. So you can do like that. I don't know, even it out on both sides, of course, and you can do something like that. So at least you're still saving some money. You've saved about $100, a little bit less than $100 for this section right here. And of course you can expand it so you're saving even more money. So that's one thing you could do right there. You really want to limit your walls. If you still want to add some separation, that's what I would do. And then I've also done this down in the kitchen, this spandrel thing, but I actually used half walls, I think, as well. So I used half walls, by the way, are $30. So you're saving $30 by using half walls instead of real walls. So this is another way to just add some separation. I used the old used counters because I wanted to save some money. You can, of course, change them, especially since you have $1,000 left in your budget. That's on a $1,500 lot, though, I think. So just know that when you're downloading this. I add a lot of little details because I wanted to show you guys that you can add a lot of stuff when you when you follow these tips. So here, I've missed some wall. I'm going to have to fix that really quickly. Here, there actually is no window. I took away a wall. I added spandrels and I added this half wall, so it looks kind of like a window, but it isn't, and it's a lot cheaper than a window because the small windows are about $30, but this is obviously a full-sized, window. This would be something like those, what are they called? Let there be more light windows, and those can be expensive. Those are $235, these ones, in case you don't know which ones I'm talking about. These ones. And those are my favorite windows. So this one kind of mimics the idea of that one window, except it's cheaper because, like I said, you're spending what, $16? Let's see, $16 and then 60, so $76 instead of $235. So you're saving $100 ish. I'm not gonna actually subtract because I can't subtract in my head. But that's how much you're saving by doing this instead. The one caveat to this, though, is it gives this weird lighting. But I think that's just the way it is. This happens with split levels too, where the lighting gets a little bit off. So it's the same effect. And then here, I used one of the cheapest television, but I added it on a shelf. Shelves are a lot cheaper than coffee tables or the ottomans a lot of times. So this, I think, is $45, or 45 simoleons, you know what I mean, I think. So that's what I did there. My next tip also shown on this wall is adding a backdrop. When you don't have money, it's a good idea to add colorful backdrops on some of your places. Like this kitchen has all tiling. You don't need to add as many pictures because it already looks really nice, whereas opposed to have this like blank wall right here, you're going to have to add some paintings, assuming you want it to look a little bit more homely and decorated and stuff. So this is just the blank wall. I've added some pictures, and another thing, little tip, is sizing up your pictures. If you size them up, they take up the whole wall space, and then you don't have to add multiple pictures. A lot of times these little cheap ones are actually really helpful. Like this looks great, and it's really good for a minimalistic look. So if you're looking to do something cheap and you can handle living in a minimalistic house or building a minimalistic house, these two paintings are actually really good, along with, I don't remember what it's called, but it's just like this little leaf painting. I couldn't find it at all. I've searched through for like 4 times. I know it's there. I'm just not seeing it. So this is what I did here. I added some decor, once again, with the extra money I had. For the bookshelves, yeah. So these are actually pretty expensive items. I didn't look at the cost of the bookshelves, but I know they're from Season, so they're not cheap. This bed was $500. Definitely not the cheapest bed. But yeah, so this is the bedroom, and this is actually showcasing, along with, I think this also had it. This and this are both showcasing my next tip, which are diagonal walls. When you have diagonal walls, you're cutting off, like for these ones, for example, let me show you in the build mode, actually. This video is already getting long. I'm trying to keep these videos short, but this is the first time I'm not doing a voiceover. I'm actually talking to you guys whilst playing the game. So right here you have this like cut off wall as opposed to like a boxy wall. Not a boxy wall, but a boxy build. So instead of having this, you know, and that's being deleted, you just have that diagonal wall, which saves you $60 in this example. If you were to do an even longer slanted wall, then you would be saving more money. So that's one more tip. And then my third tip is actually also in this room, which is this carpeting that I used. This is not a carpeting that you buy. Ooh, what have I done? Oh, I'm behind the wall. Okay. This is a carpeting in the flooring section, you know, how we have carpeting and wood. So this is that. And this is really good just for like a plain thing. And the reason why I'm really picky about this stuff is I personally love adding clutter. Like these perfume sets, and love like adding plants. And then in the bathroom, which I'm just going to go through this wall here, you have this bathroom. This you can add, and you can add like all these little things, the shelving, which is not a cheap shelving, these plants, and then some more decor with the towels, and then here you even have some decor. I might change these out. I have the money to change them out, which is great, but you know, having this like stuff around, and then here I even have, you know, we have soap and we have a towel. These are all little things that you can add by saving money. And by, when I mean saving, I'm being like really serious, like really saving money. Just being really careful with it. So by saving, you know, $60 maybe from getting rid of a wall, or even just $30 by using a half wall instead, you know, or even, what is this, 45, so then $15. Even just saving 15 simoleons from doing this is a lot, especially when you do it multiple times, because like for me, I've only done this twice because I had the money to add in these type of windows, which I don't know which pack those are from. These are really good. They're only $30, but they're from one of those, I think a stuff pack, so people might not have them, which is why I'm giving you these tips, is because if you add a lot of these type of windows, or if you generally add a lot of windows, but then you're like, for a starter home, maybe not, this is a good way to save money and still have that really open, like, window feel. And by saving money little by little, I mean, it all adds up. And then next thing you know, you have so much money to add all of this clutter, and you can add the umbrella shack. So those are my tips for today. My last tip actually is sizing up. As I said earlier with the sizing up the paintings, you can also size up the rugs. So that's another tip I would give. It's the same tip I would give for landscaping as well. So like I sized up this lovely little, I don't know what, those little flowers. I sized those up. I actually sized these down because I think they're way too big. But yeah, so that's my tips for today. I think I've covered pretty much everything. So hit that like button if you like the video and hit subscribe if you like me. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time and bye.